Let me ask you something. If I told you that one day zero point 0.1 Bitcoin could be worth more than a year's salary, for some people, would you care? Hey guys, welcome to my Compound Life. I am Jonathan. This is a channel where we build assets, we build habits, and of course, we build freedom. That will be financial freedom, time freedom for you, me, and anyone else that watches my channel. So quick disclaimer, this is not financial or investment advice. I'm not a licensed advisor. Everything here is for education and entertainment only. I make Bitcoin and crypto video on a daily basis, so don't miss out. Hit the like, hit subscribe if you like Bitcoin and crypto. Drop me a comment below. It's always good to hear from OG viewers, new viewers, where you guys tuning in from. Let me know. Okay, let's get started. So right now, many people still think that 0.1 Bitcoin, it's too small to matter, right? But let me flip this, guys. At today's price, 0.1 Bitcoin might cost around £7,000 to £7,000 to £9,000. Let's put it this way. That's roughly around $9,000 to about $11,000. That kind of feels expensive, doesn't it? Right? I get it. But imagine telling yourself in the future, I could have bought 0.1 Bitcoin when it costs less than a used car, take for instance. But I've waited. So now imagine Bitcoin reaches $500,000, approximately £400,000, or $1 million, approximately £800,000. Okay, so that same 0.1 Bitcoin becomes $50,000 to about $100,000, or around £40,000 to around £80,000. So that's, of course, not a private jet money. Okay, you can most certainly cannot live lavishly with that. But somehow that money can be a good house deposit, a clearing debt, maybe helping your kids through university, emergency freedom, buying back your time. And time, guys, it's the most valuable asset you ever own, I believe. Bitcoin creates that for us. Well, at least for my case. Yes, it created more time freedom, for me. So let's go through how scarce it is for Bitcoin. Okay. Let's go through this. Bitcoin scarcity, right? So before we go any further, let me just show you this. This is Bitcoin's total supply chart. Okay. So look at the curve. Almost all Bitcoin has already been minted or been mined. So out of 21 million Bitcoin, over 20 million are already out there in circulation. Okay, that means less than 1 million Bitcoin remaining. Okay, and of course, new supply gets smaller every 4 years because of Bitcoin halving. So when people said, oh, I'll be buying later. Later usually means paying more for scarce assets. You guys need to recognize that. And people hear Bitcoin and think they need one full coin. And to be honest, right? For most of us, most families out there, that's probably unrealistic. At current price, one Bitcoin is roughly around, £60,000 to about £70,000, or around, $70,000 to about $80,000. That's a serious commitment. But at 0.1 Bitcoin, that's still within reach. Okay, so let me make this a lot more easier to digest, right? So, yeah, let's meet James. Let's meet James. James in Birmingham, my hometown. 30-year-old bloke, mortgage, 2 kids, bills everywhere. He says, Bitcoin too expensive now. I will wait. Then there's Mike in Texas. Same pressure, same excuses available, but Mike decides no leverage, no gambling, no hero trades, just stacking $100, approximately £75 a week in his Bitcoin spot wallet. Okay. So fast forward 18 to 24 months later, right? Mike gets close to 0.1 Bitcoin, whereas James still waiting. So let me explain to you why Bitcoin price can re-rate and get to another all-time high all the time, right? Because that's something that you guys need to be aware of too, right? So let's flick through this. This is what we call them the Bitcoin long-term power law chart, right? So now let's look at this power law chart. This isn't predicting exact prices, but it's showing a long-term adoption trends. Okay, so by the time when we zoom out, say we zoom out, okay, what do you see, guys? Bitcoin keeps moving upwards over time, despite of crashes. Right, so this is why many long-term investors don't obsess over daily candles of Bitcoin or daily price for Bitcoin. If eventually Bitcoin reaches $500,000, $700,000, or even $1 million, then 0.1 Bitcoin suddenly looks very, very different. This is why time in the market matters. So you need to get in sooner rather than later, I would say. Right. So now let's look into some scarcity maths together, right? Because that will blow your mind for a second, right? So Bitcoin is highly scarce, yes. And there are, let's do some estimation. There are approximately 8 billion people, humans out there, right? And we've only got about 21 million Bitcoin. 20 million, okay, for the sake of argument, right? 21 million, right? And if we split this equally for each person, we would get approximately 0.0026 Bitcoin each person. So that is not 0.1 Bitcoin, not 1 Bitcoin, just 0.0026. And when we know whales, ETFs, okay, whales are large holders, okay, not literally whales, okay, ETFs, institutions, government will own a huge chunk of the Bitcoin. So actual retail availability will be even less, which means 0.1 Bitcoin is actually a meaningful milestone for all of us. Okay, so imagine, right? Your child is 10 years of age today. You quietly stack towards 0.1 Bitcoin and not trying to become rich next month. Okay, so if the expectation is you stack Bitcoin, you become rich in the next few months or few years, no, that's not going to happen. You're just constantly stacking, a little bit like what Mike is doing, constantly stacking over time, over a period of time. By the time they turn 18, maybe that helps with university fees, college education, further education, or even the first property deposit, right? Or even help them to start a new business. Have some sort of emergency safety net for them, right? That's what this is about, Okay, so this is why having that 0.1 Bitcoin really does make sense. And of course, we all know that why it makes sense to stack more Bitcoin as opposed to stacking more fiat money, because fiat money, our monetary system, it's kind of broken. Okay, so now let's talk about how broken it is, right? Because this essentially is the real reason why we need more Bitcoin. Okay, because the current money system because if the current money system work properly, Bitcoin probably wouldn't be here, at all. So think about it. Imagine you work hard 10 years, you save $10,000 or £10,000. Okay, you did the reasonable thing. You didn't gamble it. You didn't waste it all on family holiday. You saved the money. Now ask yourself the question, can that same money buy the same lifestyle today? Same groceries, same house, same education, same fuel, same quality of life? Of course not, right? Because your money didn't stay still, okay? It quietly lost purchasing power, and that's what we call them, inflation. And inflation, it's basically a hidden tax. No one sends you a bill, but you pay for it anyway through inflation. Price of products, inflation, right? Why? Because fiat money can be created endlessly through government printing. That's something you need to be aware of. Central banks, our bank, Bank of England, they expand supply, and this is where debt grows. And when more money chases the same goods, prices goes up, and that's what we call them, inflation. And of course, you might think, but my salary increases too. Tell yourself, does 3% increase actually support your real living costs, right? Because it definitely rises faster than what you would expect. So many people feel like I earn more than ever, but somehow I feel poorer. That's not your imagination. That's actually inflation kicking in. Okay, so let me make this painfully clear for you guys, right? It's this. So if you think of it this way, back in 2015, £100 in the UK supermarket felt very, very different to how you spend £100 nowadays in the UK. Even in America, the same too, right? So today you walk in, you buy the basic, and somehow the basket costs double what you would expect it, right? So that's called fiat erosion. Your money melts slowly like an ice cube, not overnight, but year after year. So this explains why we need Bitcoin. Bitcoin was designed differently. No politician can wake up tomorrow and say, let's create another 5 million Bitcoin. Impossible, right? The rules are fixed, 21 million maximum. That's what makes it different. Scarcity, predictability, discipline built into the Bitcoin code. Okay, so think of fiat like renting your purchasing power. Think of Bitcoin like owning a scarce piece of digital land. One gets diluted, the other just simply doesn't, right? So now we also need to be fair when we look at all of this, right? Because Bitcoin is definitely volatile. It can drop 30, 50, 80%, even more, right? Cash doesn't do that, but cash has a different danger, guys. Your fiat money has a different danger because your cash can die slowly, whereas Bitcoin is violent. Fiat is silent, of course. That's why understanding risk does matter, so that you can best manage how much you want to put into Bitcoin versus how much you need to put in cash. Okay, so Bitcoin isn't just about getting rich, guys. That's beginner's mindset. The deeper mindset is how we rely on Bitcoin to preserve our purchasing power, owning something that's scarce, escaping a system designed to dilute the savers, right? That's what we hope to achieve through Bitcoin. So no, absolutely not, guys. 0.1 Bitcoin won't make everyone rich overnight, but could dramatically improve your future. Absolutely. So, question to you guys, comments, right? Are you already stacking towards 0.1 Bitcoin or still waiting? Comment below, right? If this helped, smash up the like, subscribe, join my Compound Life community. I look forward to reading all of your comments. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.